Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wondered whether the Internet Computer, also known as ICP or the so-called world computer, is still worth paying attention to, buckle up. Because today's deep dive might completely reshape how you see this blockchain project and its future potential. We're going to break down exactly what's happening with ICP's latest developments, especially the big news coming straight from the founder of Definity, the team behind ICP. There are massive changes on the horizon. We're talking about more subnets, huge boosts in capacity, and the official rollout of new AI features that could put ICP miles ahead of other chains. By the end of this video, you'll know why some see this as the only blockchain built for real AI integration, what this means for network speed and user adoption, and whether all this can translate into real opportunities for long-term holders. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's unpack whether the Internet Computer is about to become the backbone for decentralized AI. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. Let's start with where we stand right now. For a long time, people have written off ICP because of its rocky launch. Prices plummeted, and a lot of early investors felt burned. But beneath the headlines, the technology kept developing, and recently, it's been making headlines for the right reasons. According to the founder, Dominic Williams, ICP is now processing upwards of 12,000 transactions per second, outpacing Solana, which hovers around 4,000 to 6,000 TPS. Compare that to older blockchains like Ethereum or Bitcoin, which still struggle with scaling in the double or low triple digits, and you start to see why the Internet Computer calls itself the fastest chain on the planet. This speed isn't just theoretical either. The network throughput, or how many transactions the chain can handle simultaneously, has been steadily rising. But the real kicker is that Dominic predicts usage could 10x over the coming months. If that happens, ICP's already impressive numbers could look tiny compared to what's next. One of the biggest catalysts behind this projected growth is ICP's push into artificial intelligence. If you've been keeping up with crypto news, you know that AI is the new gold rush. Every major tech company wants to integrate it, and blockchain projects that can connect with AI might be sitting on a massive opportunity. ICP's answer to this is called Caffeine AI, and it's slated for a global launch around mid-July 2025. Caffeine AI isn't just a single tool, it's an entire suite of capabilities that allows developers and users to tap directly into AI models that can do everything from writing code to deploying decentralized apps, dApps. Imagine this: you want to build a website, a dApp, or even a custom blockchain program. Instead of hiring a team of devs, you feed your requirements into Caffeine AI. The AI codes it for you, checks for vulnerabilities, optimizes it, and then automatically deploys it on the Internet Computer. No middleman, no centralized hosting, and everything runs natively on-chain. That's not something any other blockchain can do today. Not Ethereum, not Solana, not Polkadot. It's the first system of its kind, at least at this scale. And if it works the way Definity claims, it could massively lower the barrier to building decentralized products. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood parts of ICP, subnets. Dominic recently dropped a big hint that they're preparing to roll out lots of new subnets, and that's a huge deal. So what exactly is a subnet in the context of the Internet Computer? Think of subnets as mini blockchains within the larger ICP ecosystem. Each subnet runs its own version of ICP's consensus mechanism and can host its own canisters, basically smart contracts in ICP lingo. They're like clusters of computing power that interact with each other, creating a network of networks. The Internet Computer currently has around 37 subnets spread across 33 countries. Each one of these subnets contains multiple node machines, which are run by independent node providers in different data centers around the world. This design helps maintain decentralization and redundancy. But the key part here is that subnets can be specialized for different tasks. There are four main types. 1. Application subnets. These are the workhorses, running most of the canisters that power dApps. 2. System subnets. reserved for mission-critical canisters like the network nervous system, NNS itself. They have higher performance limits and don't charge cycles for core system tasks. 3. Fiduciary subnets, larger and more secure. These are designed for things like DeFi, where extra security is non-negotiable. European subnets. These comply with EU data sovereignty and regulatory requirements, useful for developers who need to meet strict local data rules. When Dominic said they're submitting proposals to expand subnet capacity, it means they're getting ready for the expected explosion in demand once Caffeine AI goes live. More subnets mean more canisters, more transactions, and more decentralized compute power, all scaling the world computer vision. Let's dig into something that often gets overlooked: ICP's governance. The way changes like new subnets are approved is through the network nervous system, NNS. Think of the NNS as the internet computer's brain. It's where all the major decisions happen, from upgrading software to adjusting network parameters. Any changes go through a proposal system, which holders of ICP can vote on. To vote, you have to stake your ICP into what they call neurons, basically locked-up tokens that grant you voting power. Here's the catch: the longer you lock your tokens, the more voting power you get. For example, stake for 6 months and you might get a small bonus. Lock for 8 years and you get a 2x or higher voting multiplier. Plus, your neurons' age adds even more weight. This system ties governance power directly to long-term commitment, so whales and large token holders can't just swing in, vote, and dump. They have to have skin in the game for years if they want maximum influence. It's a clever way to align incentives. And it's actually transparent. Anyone can see which neurons voted for what, who proposed changes, and how Definity's own neurons voted. In other crypto ecosystems, on-chain governance often means you have no clue who did what. Here, it's all visible on-chain. You might be wondering, why would anyone lock up their ICP for up to 8 years? The answer is simple: skin in the game. Around 43% of the total ICP supply is staked, worth over $1 billion. Of that, a huge chunk, over 140 million tokens, is locked for the maximum duration. This commitment signals confidence. It also ensures that big holders can't just manipulate the market at a whim. They're literally invested in seeing the network succeed long-term. The risk is that your tokens are illiquid, but the reward is more influence over how the internet computer evolves. In a lot of crypto projects, governance is more talk than action. Some projects promise decentralization, but keep the real control behind closed doors. For example, Ripple has long faced criticism for controlling so much of the XRP supply, giving them outsized influence while retail holders get diluted. By contrast, ICP's governance design tries to avoid this by requiring real staking, real lockups, and on-chain visibility. Plus, because the subnets and nodes are spread out globally, there's real decentralization at the infrastructure level too. So, where does all this lead? Well, if you connect the dots, you'll see why some believe ICP could see a huge wave of adoption. With the AI boom in full swing, blockchains that can handle the data demands of advanced AI agents will be in a league of their own. Think about it. AI tools like OpenAI's GPT models, Anthropic, or even Elon Musk's rumored AI projects will all need a way to securely store, process, and execute massive amounts of data in real time. They'll also need ways to make payments autonomously, and blockchains like ICP are uniquely positioned to provide that backbone. If even a fraction of this vision comes true, those new subnets Dominic hinted at won't just be nice to have, they'll be necessary. The capacity could easily get eaten up by AI integrations, enterprise dApps, and new use cases that nobody's even imagined yet. So, what should you keep an eye on if you hold ICP or are thinking about it? 1. Subnet proposals. Watch for the actual governance votes to expand the subnet count. If they pass, it's a green light for scaling. 2. Caffeine AI rollout. See how developers and enterprises adopt it. Is it just hype, or are real dApps launching on AI-powered canisters? 3. Transaction volume. Monitor whether that predicted 10x throughput actually happens. 4. Big partnerships. Look for signs that major players are moving workloads to ICP. Banks, AI firms, or even big tech names could all be potential catalysts. 5. Staking trends. Keep tabs on how much ICP stays locked up. More long-term staking, more confidence in the network. All right, let's wrap this up. ICP has had its ups and downs, no doubt. But under the surface, it's building something that few other blockchains can match, a true decentralized computing platform that aims to host not just smart contracts, but full-fledged AI systems, websites, and apps natively on-chain. With the coming subnet expansion, the rollout of Caffeine AI, and the governance system that ties everything together, the internet computer might just be setting the stage for its next big chapter. So, can you get rich with the internet computer? Well, that depends on your timeline, your risk tolerance, and whether this vision becomes reality. But one thing is clear, the next few months will be critical. If they execute well, ICP could go from an overlooked project to one of the core backbones of the decentralized AI era. Stay curious, keep researching, and never invest blindly. But don't sleep on the world computer. It just might be getting started. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.